Alright, thank you very much for clicking on the video. This is Gulpain, just back with a quick review. And another PSP game here, and this one is Family Guy. So I really like the Family Guy TV show, and I wanted to play the game for a while. The Simpsons game was like, obviously it's in the same style as the Simpsons game. It's like a 3D sort of, I don't know, 3D puzzle platformer kind of thing. It's difficult to describe. There's like different levels, and basically you just take control of the different characters, and you just have to complete each level and go to the next level. It's very simple and basic, but what makes it really good is they have the little Family Guy kind of cartoons at each part, which is kind of bringing the story along, and the jokes in it and the quips in it are very, very good. It's obviously written by the people that write Family Guy, so it was that's a kind of a treat. So that kind of is an incentive to kind of get to the next kind of stage or get to the next kind of part of the game. The first part of the game has you controlling Stewie, and it looks really good. Obviously it's PSP, so it's, you know, it's I don't know, they just didn't seem to put much effort into the PSP as opposed to the PS2 or the PS3. I know the PS2 and the PS3 might be my more powerful systems, but I think they could have easily done like a, you know, like a very good looking, considering like there's videos, you know, there's movies on the PSP, they could have done a good looking film, or cinema, whatever you call it, the cutscenes. But the cutscenes in this, like, all the characters look fine, like Stewie, you know, Lois, they all look grand, Brian, but Peter looks, I don't know, he just looks really weird. I don't know whatever they've done to it. They've done it in like a 3D kind of style. I think they're using the kind of 3D graphics for the cutscenes as well, instead of the whatever Family Guy uses. I don't know what they use. They just use like 2D, I think, or something. But yeah, they've used like a 3D style for Peter, and Peter looks like awful. Like, I don't know what it is. It's very, very strange. So some of the things you have to do in the game, you have Stewie and you have a double jump, and it's sort of like you have you just have like an area to explore, and it's very, very basic what you have to do, like collect some things, or this section here has you mind controlling Lois to open a door. And again, it doesn't take, you know, it doesn't take that long to figure it out. You have to basically mind control Lois and then make Brian run out the door to open the door. Yeah, it's a sort of puzzle action game, but not a very complicated one. That is, again, it's the more I'm playing more PSP games, the more I notice that the graphics in PSP games are very good. The sound is good as well, but the gameplay, whoever designed the games, it's not as sophisticated. Or certainly for the movie licenses anyway. Some games obviously they are like one that's very good is the Obscure game. That's quite good. It's not like, you know, you get to one level then you have to do something to get to the next place. There's actually some kind of depth to it. Whereas these ones, particularly the licensed games like the movie games or the TV show games, the gameplay is very basic. I don't know, were they just going for like, perhaps they were going for, you know, like make the game very easy so that children could play it as well. Because if you ever sit down like a kid, try and get them to play Mario or Sonic, like it's very difficult for them to do it because, you know, they can't get the timings right of the buttons. Sometimes they can, obviously. But yeah, this one, I don't know, it was okay. I'm not really overly impressed with it. It is on PS3 as well and other consoles, but it seems to be roughly the same game, just sort of with better visuals. But yeah, Peter looks, I don't know, it's just, he looks weird compared to the game, whereas all the other characters, they look like themselves from the TV show. Maybe it's just that 3D effect, I'm not really sure. But yeah, there are a lot of areas. It is very, very similar to the Simpsons game. So if you do like the Simpsons game, I would check out Family Guy for PSP as well. But if you don't like the Simpsons game, then I wouldn't do it. I wonder why they didn't. I wonder if they brought out the Futurama game, which is very similar to this as well, for the PSP, which I would also like to pick up. Okay, so thank you very much for watching. I appreciate you watching till the end. And if you've played this game, let me know in the comment section below. See you next video. Adios.